top 10 things you guys didn't know about Fortnite Battle Royale Season 6. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today, of course, we are jumping back into the world of Fortnite to discuss 10 things you guys didn't know about Fortnite Season 6. But before we go ahead and get into that, if you are brand new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on. That way you never miss another upload. While you guys are at it, make sure you guys comment down below hashtag notification squad or I subscribed for your chance to be featured in our daily video shout out, where you guys actually get your name and comment on a screen for everyone else watching to see. And last but not least, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to let us know by giving it a big old thumbs up, slap that like button, it would be much appreciated. Now without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump in, let's discuss 10 things you guys didn't know about Season 6 here in Fortnite. First thing you guys might not have known is that damage walls are actually coming to the game. Now, what is a damage wall, you might be asking? Honestly, we don't really have a definite answer. We just know that something in the game files titled a damage wall was found with the release of the v6.01 patch update. It actually has to do with the cube and the floating island, so chances are either by the time that the cube has made its way around to all of the new corrupted zones and rune areas and essentially corrupted them more, and raised these different rune areas up into the sky, we will have seen the spawn of these different damage walls, or perhaps maybe it's going to happen once all of the rune areas have been corrupted even further. We'll actually get these areas where if you touch them, I would presume you're going to get hurt, or they're going to be like inaccessible zones. Maybe after all of the runes have risen up into the sky because of the island floating above them, we're actually not going to be able to get there anymore because they have a damage wall surrounding them. But for now, we're just going to have to wait and see. But we do know that damage walls have been leaked via the game files. Another thing you guys might have not known about Season 6 here is with the brand new Giddy Up outfit, which, let me just say, it's one of my personal favorites. You get to ride around with an inflatable llama that looks like you're riding a llama around the map. If you guys didn't know though, with this new outfit, you actually get a specific emote that you can only use with this outfit. It is called the Glitter Up emote, and like I said, you have to have the Giddy Up outfit equipped in order to use it. It's basically just an emote where you show a little extra love to the llama that is your mode of transportation apparently in game. You pat his head a little bit and you just give him a little extra love. Moving on, another thing you guys might have not known about Fortnite Season 6 here is with the implementation of the brand new Chiller Trap, there is a new way to get around the map super fast. You can actually do this by using the Chiller Trap along with the Shockwave Grenade. If you end up hitting yourself with a Chiller Trap and then using a Shockwave Grenade, you're basically going to be propelled forward and start sliding forward at ultra supersonic speed. Of course, it doesn't last for super long because the Shockwave Grenade as well as the Chiller Trap effects are only temporary, but if you need to get somewhere really fast, this is now an effective way of moving around the map. We don't know if this is actually an intentional thing that is in the game for a reason, or if it's just a bug. We're gonna have to wait and see, but we might end up seeing this patched in the near future if Epic Games didn't intend for it to be in the game. But while it is in the game and while it lasts, make sure you take advantage of it. Another thing you guys might have not noticed here in Fortnite Season 6 is the brand new bunker that is in Wailing Woods. And no, we're not talking about the bunker that's been in the game for quite some time, just above the W on Wailing Woods in the map, but in fact there is an entirely new bunker separate from the bunker that we originally had that is now in the very center of Wailing Woods. If you end up breaking through the floor or through the middle building, you'll fall into this bunker that's got a plethora of chests and different tunnels, and it's actually pretty interesting what's going on down here. In one of the areas in specific, you can actually find a rift that is in its own like contamination zone almost. I'm not exactly sure how someone was able to transport a rift without being transported by it, but they found a way somehow, and now there is a rift sitting at the bottom of Wailing Woods. Moving on, yet another thing you guys might not have known about Season 6 is that your pets can react to what's going on in game. I've noticed that specifically the dog is the most reactive because he barks a lot. It seems like he's very vocal in game, but depending on what's going on in game, your pets will give off a different reaction. Of course, we know the chameleon actually changes color depending on the loot that you pick up in game, whereas the dog will actually frown and get angry if you're aiming in on an enemy. So if you notice that when you're aiming down sights, your dog's got a little bit of a scowl on their face, that is why they are reacting to what's going on in game. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature that's probably gone unnoticed for the most part. If you guys didn't know, chests have also began to spawn in Wailing Woods in a few different areas, most specifically the brand new cornfields. As you guys know, Fatal Fields got a little bit of a Halloween touch-up, and the cornfields now are a lot creepier than they used to be. They're nearly impossible to spot anyone in, and it takes a little while to actually get through these cornfields, as you can get lost pretty easy. But if you do enter one of these cornfields in Fatal Fields and begin chopping down at some of the corn stalks, you can actually find chests that have spawned in the center. These chests are actually super useful if you are trying to land Fatal Fields and maybe not get spotted. As I mentioned earlier, you are nearly invisible if you do end up walking into one of these cornfields now that they are so thick and dense. Yet another thing that is brand new here in Fortnite Season 6 that you guys might not have known about is the little backstory behind a couple of the skins and some new locations on the map. If you guys have paid attention to the Battle Pass, of course we know that the Tier 100 unlock is the Dire skin, which is a werewolf. Of course it's Jonesy, but it's also a werewolf. But it's still Jonesy. This man must like own a costume shop on the side or something, I swear. Anyways, with the Dire werewolf skin at Tier 100, we also have a skin that coincides just with that skin in specific, and that is the Fable skin that you unlock about halfway through the Battle Pass. Fable, of course, is a skin that resembles the Red Riding Hood character from the fairy tale. Now, of course, we all know in Little Red Riding Hood, there was a big bad wolf that went to hunt her down. Of course, then you can connect the dots here. Fable is Little Red Riding Hood and Dire is the big bad wolf. But that's not where the backstories stop. Dire also has a separate backstory that you can tie in with 3 brand new locations on the map. If you guys remember from your childhood, the 3 Little Pigs fairy tale where the big bad wolf came to blow down the 3 little pigs' houses, yet one stood up because it was made out of brick and not straw. Well, we have a parallel to that story now on the Fortnite island. There are actually 3 different little 1x1 huts placed around the map, one made out of wood, one made out of brick, and one made out of steel. Each of these actually spawn a few chests and are pretty good for grabbing up some loot, but of course they are there to represent the 3 houses and the 3 little pigs from that fairy tale as well. So it seems like there is a little bit of a fairy tale theme going on inside of the Battle Pass that some of you guys may not have known about. Keeping the list rolling here, yet another thing you guys might not have noticed about Fortnite Season 6 is that a brand new back bling actually tells the real time. On the brand new Ludwig skin, he comes with the Clockworks back bling, which is of course an old wooden German clock. And on this clock, if you pay close attention, it does actually tell the real time and it keeps up to date while you're playing. So if you're ever curious about what time it is in the real world and you're using this skin, all you gotta do is look in game. This is actually a pretty interesting feature that I honestly didn't even know about until I did some research. Next up, another thing you guys might not have noticed about Season 6 is the fact that there is currently an underground travel system being built. You guys heard me reference the brand new bunker in Wailing Woods earlier. Well, along with this bunker, we got the implementation of a few new houses and cabins in Wailing Woods as well. Each one of these cabins, though, does actually have an accessible secret basement, and in these basements, there are blocked off tunnel systems similar to the tunnel systems that are also blocked off at the bottom of the new bunker. This is obviously just connecting the dots here. There is going to be some sort of underground travel system being built over the course of Season 6 here. Maybe it's going to actually connect with the original bunker that we had in Wailing Woods. We're just going to have to wait and see, but expect to see this expanded as the season progresses. And then finally, guys, the last thing you guys might not have known about Fortnite Battle Royale Season 6 is that a brand new set of in-game cosmetics has been found in the game files, and they're what we all expected from the get-go, the Dark Bomber. There's actually now in-game files pertaining to the Dark Bomber skin, the Dark Bomber pickaxe, and the actual sound of the Dark Bomber pickaxe that have all, like I said, been found in the in-game files, meaning they are coming to the game sometime soon. I would have to guess sometime around Halloween. And with that being said, there you have it, guys. There are 10 things in Fortnite Season 6 that you probably didn't know about. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, slap that like button, and if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe with your channel notifications on. That way you never miss another upload. Thank you guys all so much once again for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we will see you guys on the Battle Bus. Peace out.